I think it might be happening. They're hovering it.
Nah, it's gotta be. It's gotta be the Vel'Koz.
Okay,
it's gotta be the Vel'Koz. Perfect.
Vel'Koz ends up getting, maybe look for a dive instead because they have Clid in close proximity. This is a little risky.
I don't know how much they want this. As there's the flash. They're looking for aiming now, who does move himself out of the way. He should be taken down, but Clid very close to getting stunned, and Kuro late on the teleport, so they're going to lose even more. Like 1 million Cloud Souls all day. It was just awful.
It was super, super rough for teams that were maybe looking to really just end the game outright with a Soul Captor. This time around, Gen.G to try to dive. Rascal up here on this top turret, so we'll see what he can do with the Face Breaker as well as the Body Slam.
Well, ulti's going to go wide, as does everything else, as there's the ultimate out of Rascal, going to be utilized. Face Breaker comes in, so unintelligently, doesn't hit him, but now they're going to try and find it. Flash comes out, Shock Blast is going to pick it up. Cool guys don't look at explosions, but Gen.G will be able to take down the Infernal Drake, and that's going to be the trade for the top outer turret. Yeah, so they're going to get the top outer turret. This Jace is going to get further ahead. You can see Zoan dancing a little bit, just waiting patiently for the next wave. He's there with Bono. They're going to get the first turret of the game. That's going to go over to them, but it's happening at a really early point, and now with Dragon down, Riptide. Instead, we're just going to have some posturing going on. And we'll see what KT are thinking about doing here, as they are looking like... And the chains not going to land there from Clid. He's got many of them as ult comes down from Tucson. Now we're trying to turn it. Disintegration Ray is going to land onto Kellen. I loved it. Go for the target that doesn't have the defensive ability, as now Rascal does eventually get the Haymaker. Showstopper comes into towards the backside, but Emperor's Divide does absolutely nothing. And KT have smashed this team fight so far. Tucson actually thought that maybe they were giving up, but Bono decides not to. Shock Blast is huge and so on. Locks down that kill. KT get everything and should be able to get here in amongst 5 people. BDD using his ultimate purely for disengage. And the Jace now 2-0-1. KT an opportunity to go for a fight. Chains of Corruption do land as Clid has to get himself out of there. KT over in. Looking for more as there's the Cosmic Radiance. Emperor's Divide is huge into the backline as the Showstopper comes down as well. Ulti's going to be traded, but it's Soan who gets into the backline and eliminates the Callista before she can do anything. The Ocean Drake is still fighting, and none of KT have gone down just yet. They'll take the Drake, and now they're looking for more. Clid's going to go down. Soan having one of the best games of his career as he's just going to die. That is going to be just the ultimate caster curse, but that doesn't matter. They are going to get the ace, and KT are dominating this game.
KT are completely choking Gen.G in this game number 1, as the kill score 2-9 right now, as well as the jungle starting to really round out. Not as much Lee Sin and Elise all the time as it used to be. The Sinners they're fading away.
Okay. But there's a big Emperor's Divide. Huge flash right into the backline there as Bono's looking for something. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far, but interruption immediately. And Kuro's not going to be able to do anything in this fight. Gen.G have answered back, and they've answered back strong as there's the flash in from Clid. They are not done yet. Soan still very powerful, but Gen.G look like they want to be taking down this turret, and we'll see where they're going to go next with only 2 members alive on KT's side.
BDD with a hero play in the mid lane right now to put Gen.G back on the map. They're going to finally raise the mid-tier 1 turret. And remember, Alice, the top and bottom tier 1 turrets still exist. That is a lot of standing gold that'll eventually get picked up. So the gold score at the top is actually going to be really even. This kind of a 1 team fight, bringing the game now to Soul Point.
A little bit on the K-Ram.
Yeah, this is a bit peculiar, the positioning. They might actually just try to say, you know what, hey,
That's a big flanking teleport. Good double knockup does come down as Kuro wants to stay safe, but there's the Face Breaker once again into the backline. The big sweep onto 3 members as it's Ruler that's fallen down. Clid also going very low. The tanky boys in the backline are really tearing apart Gen.G. BDD now trying to get around, does manage to take down the Varus, goes golden as well, but this is a quadra kill, almost the Penta, and it is for Soan. Well deserved for the Jace player, and he will be able to take his team to Baron.
Soan is actually just going to solo the Ocean as it does currently stand, so he's going to pick that up as well as the Penta for himself, and that team fight, Rascal had a lot of options that he could have gone for, but he went for one that I think actually hurt his team. more, and it gave KT good positioning. The Vel'Koz was completely unthreatened in that team fight. Jace also able to rain down so much damage inside of that fight as well, and now KT, you can see Gen.G, they're barreling over towards the left-hand side. There's not a whole lot of damage on this Baron. It's taken a lot of time to end up getting it over with.
칼이 노플이었던 것 같은데?
Molnor?
Mjolnir?
Mjolnir? Okay.
Is that Thor's hammer? Yeah.
I would have, you know, if Valdez was here, he wouldn't even know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, 3 minutes still on the clock, and still KT have a lot of pressure on them. They have a 7,000 gold lead, but that Ocean Soul is still so important and still something that Gen.G can use as a crutch. And we'll see whether KT can get themselves an advantage to the point where it's going to be impossible for Gen.G to actually move out of their base and attempt to take it. As you can see, the poke is really starting to be a problem, as KT with their 2 Ocean Souls are able to keep themselves healthy and just stay in a phalanx and take.
They raised the bottom inhibitor turret, but that's going to be the lane that Gen.G are always going to be in close proximity to. So this is actually the invert to the Baron for the blue team. And okay, hold on.
Yeah, it does depend whether Rascal just dies or not, as he does get a Haymaker out eventually. Don't know whether it's going to be enough though, as there's the flash from Bono. He should be able to lock this one down. And good night, Mr. Top Laner. Rascal, again, it feels like the jitters that were ensuing in their previous series, and it's like, do we lose the game or do we take the Ocean Soul? And the answer is going. This might just be a last-ditch effort to try and stop this Baron, because it's likely that the game is just over before we even get to the next Ocean Drake. In goes Clid.
What?
A little bit early on the blast cone there. There's now Tucson still looking for more. Cosmic Radiance is available. We don't have Chains of Corruption or the Glacial Fissure on KT's side. Bono has his ult back up. Now Kellen going to get knocked out. Fate's Call will be available. He uses it pretty late there, but does soak up a lot of damage. As Rascal can't actually quite find anything there on the backside, as Kuro is going to be still alive here, and BDD is going to fall. Disintegration Ray going to work towards the very end there, but aiming has already fallen. It's 2 for 1 so far though, and KT still barreling, looking for Rascal, who gets slowed down. Bono still needs to try and catch up. There's the face breaker. Good knockup comes in, as Haymaker's not going to be able to keep him alive for too much longer. And there's the permafrost. Bono goes golden, as now Clid's trying to fight this one out. Tucson very, very low, but not going to be falling just yet, as now Ruler trying to dance around this fight. Bono back in once again as the Jace grabs the kill. Great knock up there from Kuro. He's going to lock down that kill, and now the ace comes in. It is the double kill for the Vel'Koz, and that will be game for KT.
KT are going to, I mean, come into this game, and they fought back really well in the early stage to then take over in the mid game. They just outmuscled them in a team fight right there, as Kellen, he ends up respawning. BDD is almost there as well, but the other members from the side of KT have joined the fray. Sun Turret and a Shrima Shuffle could come up. It might not be... No, this should absolutely be over.
Yep, this is 100% the end of the game. As there's another disintegration rate. BDD is going to go into his Zhonya's. The exhaust comes out, but the Birdman is definitely going to die. Emperor's Divide comes in, but the Nexus is already dead, guys, and KT will walk away. But you can steal away the Stand United and then go wherever you want on the map, especially for a solo lane Sylas. It is very, very strong. Means it's working out relatively well for the Shen up towards the top side, as Malrung, in classic Malrung style, is here for a level 2 gank. How things sometimes just don't change. Good stun going to land here on the bottom side though, as now Life is in trouble. Haymaker comes out. Fair bit of damage there, as aiming has been ignited to start this one off, but Malrung already successful in his level 2 gank.
Yep. Out of life, and then he could immediately follow with Flag and Drag. But
yeah, he actually didn't Flag and Drag at all, as we've got a Flash Face Breaker coming in here as Clid. Coming down, level 3, level 2 for Malrung, but he is here. Double teleports coming in as well, as there's the flash from Tucson. They're trying to dive onto Clid, who's going to flash towards Kuro, but he's looking to try and get out of there, and he's not going to be able to. Aiming's going to go down as well. It's a double kill already. The Ornn picks up one. 5 members on the bottom side of the map for
up there in top lane. And
yeah, there are
like
turret plates going down bot side, but yeah, Ray is in
man.
this lane right now. These turret plates coming in. Good knockup is going to come forward. It's the double, actually, is now Ray trying to keep himself alive. The Void Rush comes out. Ray is going to keep himself alive for a moment longer, but not able to survive, as the Ram is going to take him down. And I don't see how he was ever supposed to survive in that situation. Maybe a little bit greedy, sticking around for too long.
Well, Gen.G to recover in the CS department. Also on Tiamat, first item, Gen.G, it looks like there's actually not even going to be And he contests over this Drake, and Ocean...
Don't worry about it too much, but now, the fact that it's an Ocean Drake, like, Ocean Soul is something that they will have to fight for as this game goes on, so it means that pressure is definitely on KT. This Crow is going to take yet another turret plate, but life is here. Rascal turning up as well, and there's the face breaker. Crow going to get booped back. He's pretty tanky, but he's never going to survive this. Holds onto his flash the entire time, and a little bit of greed there for the mid laner of KT.
Set is going to be having such a good time as well, so without sort of an item lead to generate KT's oppressive nature of their team composition, things are just going to be really rough.
Yeah, and also now, KT just going to give up soul points. So 5 minutes time, they will have to fight against Gen.G. But right now, they're opting in for trading. They're going to go for this top outer turret. They're pinging on the inner as well, as I believe Clid was able to take down that red buff also. But Gen.G just going to move towards this Ocean Drake, start this one up. And remember, this is soul point, and it's going down extremely quickly. KT need to get to this pit and start a fight. Flash already out, but the Drake's been taken. And now the Ocean Soul is going to be helping Gen.G. A fantastic showstopper into the backline there as aiming's going to die, and this will be a wash for Gen.G. They're getting all of their health back so quickly. There are so many thumbs up here for Gen.G as Rascal. Yeah, he was slowed down at the beginning, had to flash defensively, is now BDD looking for Tucson, who just flashes himself. Oh no, the thumbs down, whoopsies. But it looks like BDD will be able to lock this kill down, so at least he's staying in high spirits, but that is an ace. That is Gen.G's Baron, and this should be the game.
That is absolutely going to be the game, Atlas, as no one gets to really come back from an Ocean Drake in this kind of manner. There's no open inhibitors, there's no backdoor potential or front door potential that is going to be an option for KT. None of their champions can really get Grievous wounds either, so there's no rose-tinted glasses where you look at it and you're like, well, if they could just take this miracle team fight at the dawn of six.
He's going to move back towards his inhibitor turret now. So base not broken just yet, but Rascal is going to pop on over, grab out his little Forgeman's hammer, and take it to work. And that is going to be the first part of the base broken in quick succession. The mid inhibitor turret will also fall, as now Gen.G get to work on inhibitors, and KT, they have to try and mount some sort of a defense, but I just don't think it's possible right here. And you can see, like, we might be asking ourselves, well, they have to pull the trigger. But I mean, do they even have a trigger? It's a pop gun against a shotgun, and that's just not what you want. As Life is going to get a really good face breaker there, and Face Call is going to get him out. Heroic Entrance finds no CC, as Ruler is still absolutely fine bouncing around this team fight. Searing Charge gets a knock up there on the Kura, and the Justice Punch is interrupted. Silas takes down the Jarvan. A lot of damage there from aiming, though, as he might be able to turn this. BDD going to go into his Zhonya's, but the Nexus turret's being worked on. There are so many minions here, as the Nexus will be falling down. Ruler is just bouncing around the outside, celebrating as he flashes to try and get rid of aiming, makes short work of him, and will take down this Nexus to bring this to 1-1 between KT and anything that's able to get on top of Kuro. It can immediately be removed from that plane of existence. But instead, it's going to be the Zillion that saw back-to-back bans in games 1 and 2. The KT top laner, Clid's going to come in looking for a potential dive, and someone is extraordinarily low. This is perfect timing for the Rek'Sai. The back is going to be channeled. He's just waiting for the Prey Seeker. Throws that one out to stop someone from being able to do anything here.
Oh, man.
We'll have W available, but there's the knock-up. Oh, Rascal has to flash, but is going to survive. And it's a very, very easy gank. Bono over the attempt to move down, but it looks like this Drake is going to be done. And Bono will be able to lock that one down for KT. So nicely done. Bono over towards this one, but a difference this time, as we've got also Gen.G rotating their bottom lane in. Good double bomb is going to land there as Clid getting taken down very low. We'll have to go underground to try and regen some of that health. As someone not going to quite find the obliterate there onto Rascal, just trying to get him out of position. Aiming, taking a fair bit of damage there, but the Ornhorn is going to come through. Double, triple knock-up for the Ornn, as now Rascal's trying to get in amongst it. Tucson's going to be taken down very, very early. As now in goes BDD, but misses the ult. He gets a few flashes. Their first Drake of the game is going to be an Infernal, with a Cloud Soul also to be coming up afterwards. Earth, Wind, and Fire, of course, does have to ring true, as that is going to be consumed.
Top lane in Ornn's value inside of a team fight, but this is going to be the third Drake of the game and the closest chance KT has at potentially swinging things back around their way. Oh.
Now you got 3 people grouped up here towards the bottom side as Clid's going to dive on in. Bono's going to get in there with the ultimate, but Ruler immediately cleanses it out of the way. But there's the Cosmic Radiance, and the Varus is going to take down Clid. Gen.G botching the dive as the teleports come in from both solo laners as Soan puts Ruler in the death realm, doesn't find the Death's Grasp, as I don't think he wants to get underneath this turret. There's the Obliterate, and the Rend comes down to take down the Mordekaiser, but there goes Callista as well, as Rascal had to stay on the top side of the map, didn't elect to teleport down, and KT going to take down this outer turret and look for the first Ocean Drake.
And Rascal, I think he's not gonna get it. Oh no, he did. Oh no, he didn't. He stopped taking damage from the turret.
To take it in the end.
He managed to take it in the end. Didn't get the first turret of the game though. So Gen.G really rushed that, which was so bizarre because they saw the Sejuani, they saw the Varus. You have to know that they'll probably be better, but Grievous Wounds in the later stages affects the Zilean ultimate, affects the Taric, and even the Mordekaiser to a little bit, but I don't know why Banshees or Void isn't a more important thought for him here.
Well, Death Realm comes out here as Rascal's fighting against Soan. Good knock-up to come in, and he can't even press W. It feels like Rascal should still be falling here as aiming's going to come down. And Gen.G have started off the Baron, as Rascal's just wasting their time. Chains of Corruption come in. Bono's going to get down here. Cue the yakety sacks, everyone, as there's the flash. Aiming's going to be able to lock that one down as Bono's looking for life, but you can see this Baron is looking to try and kill Clid as the quickness is not going to do anything. Bono in the pit, not able to take the Baron. However, that was a...
So that was really weak at tanking?
Yes, he was.
Varus no flash. Okay. Someone tank for me. Back. Yeah. And then they kept saying Varus no flash again. So emotions are running high.
Yeah.
On the side of Gen.G.
Certainly a dicey play there, as we're going to get a second round of double bombs onto Rascal, as Bono and Kuro doing their very best to try and get him down to half health. But in the meantime, here in the mid lane, the Cosmic Radiance not enough there out of Tucson, as BDD has to go golden. It is going to be Soan locking him down, as it's a 1-for-1 trade as all is said and done. But you can see Rascal is back to work on this inner turret. He is an immovable object right now, as Kuro, once again, he's going to double bomb the Ornn. And it's going to take a lot of killing you.
It's going to take a lot of bombs to blow that
yeah, you can see that Clid's going to turn up, and should be Kuro falling down. Chrono Shift going to be available, as there's the Ornn. He does make himself come back alive, but are they going to be safe is going to be the question here. As Soan gets in there, Rascal should be falling as Ruler. Now looking to turn this onto Tucson. But Soan needs to try and actually kill Rascal, but finally he is able to go down as life goes golden right after that grand entrance, but he's not going to last too much longer. The trade is of supports right here, as Ruler still should be able to create enough distance to get out of here, as there is a potential teleport ward for Curtis.
And you have to really wonder what is going on here, because Gen.G are taking such high
control of this Baron area. KT looking to try and participate in this K-Ram. And Clid is going to get bumped into. Kuro over to the side, protecting Bono right now. Good bombs come down, but Clid is able to flash his way to safety. But is it going to be safe enough? Death Grasp does come down as aiming picks up that kill, and it looks like there's no response here from Gen.G.
Uncharacteristic play.
Yeah, over-aggressive.
Yeah, very, very over-aggressive. KT, there's no jungler on the side of Gen.G, so this is just going to be a straight-up team fight. And remember, Soan, he has Death Realm.
Yeah, it's going to be a 3v4 most likely, as KT should be able to take this one down. Cosmic Radiance worked at the perfect time there, as Rascal has to Searing Charge to get himself out of this fight. And KT will be locking down this Baron unless some shenanigans do happen, and Bono positioned to lock down this Ocean Drake.
Oh, 10 seconds. And aiming and Tushin, though.
Buying some time here.
Yeah, Life buying a lot of time, and aiming and Tushin are on the top side of the map. So
oh no. Fate's goal does come through, as Ruler's going to pull his teammate to safety, and Gen.G will deny the Ocean Soul. But at what cost? Because this inner turret should be taken down pretty easily here by KT. And that's a bunch of extra standing gold now that they have picked up for themselves. So they move finally into the gold lead. And this outer turret mid lane should suffer the same fate while Bono gets to work on the enemy jungle camps. So I actually don't mind trading the working, but the chrono shift needs to be with the team fight, and you can see Gen.G understand that, and they're going to move on away as Ruler wasn't in position. So a whole lot of money now being put
forward. And it's not the Azir, and aiming, just starting up the Dragon. KT, they could just throw the Sejuani. It's over, it's over.
That's how we're going to roll this time around, as KT going to move on in here. Life with flanking position, but Kuro knows exactly what's going on here. And the poke is coming in. The Baron doing some work here for KT as well. And KT is so happy to go for these sort of stalemate situations. As now the engage comes in. Emperor's Divide onto 4 members, as it is going to be the Azir taking that first kill. But Cosmic Radiance does do a lot of work. Somehow, Gen.G have found the miracle team fight. The Baron is still alive, so is Kuro. But he's not able to get anything else done. The chrono shift did nothing. And Gen.G just wiped the floor with KT. A miracle team fight against the Ocean Soul.
And Kuro needs to somehow stop these minions at all costs, because they are going for the end. And I don't know if Kuro's going to be able to do it. He does have the chrono shift available. He's trying to get the wave clear onto the minions. Or you can see he's trying to move away from them. He has teleport available. He can lock up one of the minions. He's going to recall. Probably buy the Sork Elixir as well, just the extra little bit of damage. Then you can see everyone separating with the bombs. This is going to be it. Gen.G have defied the Ocean Soul, Atlas.
That was amazing work. The Nexus is going to fall, and